Hello?
Yeah.
What's good?
Hit me with that OPGG. Let's see. Let's see what you've been up to.
I'm
What
putting
what
on
role are we
my
main now? Is it GP? We back to ADC? What is it?
it's a lot.
Oh boy.
That's not updated. Updated.
Oh my god, it is a lot. Oh, Gilroy. You fucking noob. Alright, let's see. Okay. Bro, wow. Twitch tells you if there's someone's watching without audio now. It says watching
Yeah.
without audio. What the fuck? Okay, anyway. All right, so talk to me. What's going on?
Basically, I'm trying to queue mid top. Um, Sometimes I play ADC when I tilt. Um, but I just I struggle with some matchups, which is just learning. But I kind of struggle with the do after laning phase,
Okay.
um, things like that. Or I guess like in certain matchups or getting behind like melee versus range, obviously that's a concept, but when I'm behind, 2 to 3 levels, due to X, Y, and Z scenario, um, what do I do from there? Things like that.
Okay, well, let's just tackle that one right now because that one's fast. When you're behind 2 to 3 levels, there's not much you can do. So, like, it always wraps back around to, okay, what did you need to do to prevent that from happening in the first place? Because when you're down 2 to 3 levels, it means you just are basically just praying they just fucking throw shit to you because it's really, really, really hard to ever come back from being behind 2 3 levels. Um,
Okay.
so yeah, it's really, really important to put way more mental energy into figuring out why you got behind in the first place. That actually reminds me, you talked earlier about your jungle inting, if it was your fault or not. We should look at it.
Right.
We should look at it because it
Um,
could be a really good learning experience.
Let me find the game real fast. One quick. One quick. Um, it was from yesterday. Yeah, it was from yesterday. It's the 210 Katarina game.
Okay. Yeah, I see you are playing a little bit of Katarina.
You
And
like my
just
22 and 9 Zoe game?
yeah,
I discussed you.
yeah, it does.
I missed all my abilities level 2 and still got first blood.
Wait, was the 10 and 9 game or the 2 and 10 game?
2 and 10.
Okay. So and like also, I'm sure I don't have to tell you this, but when you're playing a lot of champs, you can do it. It's gonna be harder. The more champs you play, the harder it's gonna be. So
Right.
just a heads up.
And I'm not trying to play, quote unquote new champs. I guess that's not really a good excuse, but I'm not like playing champs I don't relatively know to play to some degree or have not spent a lot of time. I'd say Zoe's probably the quote unquote newest on that list.
So where's the int? Where's the int? Oh, is this the new Katarina skin?
Yeah.
Doesn't look too bad. Where'd you start? Longsword, good. You gotta go 3 pots. You just because like Katarina's weakest phase is her laning phase, and this is actually not even that easy of a matchup. I mean, this elo of course it would be, but there's no reason to go refillable unless you were like so fucking confident that you'll have no issues at all. And yeah, like, but we know that's not the case because it's not like you like main Katarina or something.
Right.
And so what I was talking about earlier was like, it can be easy to like think, yeah, my jungler griefed, because they did. Like that, it doesn't change that they trolled, but
It's how I could have like mitigated that.
or just prevented it all in the first place by playing the lane properly. So like, this is one small example so far. So like, there's literally no CS here to get, and you're just walking up, taking a chunk from her, and then on top of it, you don't auto her here. But like, you should never be up that far in the first place. So like, that is a problem. Okay, let's see. So I'm sure it happens really early, you said. Yeah, yeah. Wait, do you get solo killed?
So I die first early. I think it's level 2, um, something like that. And then Amumu dies to her twice in a row, and then she's able to one-shot me for the rest of the game.
Yeah, exactly. That's... Yeah, so... Oh, my goodness, you psychopath, bro. Okay, so, I mean, to be honest, I really don't even have to watch anymore. So it definitely 100%. This is what I'm talking about. So, like, this is what sucks, though, about, like, you know, I've been here, and like, this still happens in high elo, where not that your jungler ints, your jungler will int, but where you make a mistake, and then you know, like, something happens, like, a minute later or something, it's like, because of what I did earlier, this happens, and it all could have been prevented if I didn't do it, and, like, so, like, right here, this is one of those times, like, I mean, let's just see what happens with a Mumu. But, yeah, it's already... It's already not 100% of Mumu's fault, even though he probably trolls. Wait, I'm confused. How does a Mumu die here? You should have killed him. You gotta jump to a Mumu here.
Okay.
So, like, you jump to a Mumu, press W.
And then then I can reset everything from there.
Yeah, EW to Mumu, Q Nocturne. He would flash, but the dagger would land behind him anyway, and you just jump in. Okay, now this is really hard. Yeah, like you guys are totally dead. Yeah. Okay, well, I guess we've seen enough here. So yeah, that was just, to be honest, that actually was totally your fault, not even Amumu's fault at all, but it is what it is. That'll come with Katarina practice, to be honest. Okay, so we got that out of the way. That was nice and quick. Wait, let me see what you ended up getting. Did you get... Oh, okay, never mind. So you got on-stream coaching, so that doesn't actually specify. Were you looking to get live coached, or were you looking to VOD review?
I mean, whichever. I'm okay doing live coaching, but I'm also okay doing some VOD reviews. My games today haven't really been very good to VOD review, with the exception of how I could have, like in my last game that I won, maybe how I could have not trolled my lead for a while and have to catch it back. That would be like the big thing, because I definitely trolled the lead I had, and just griefed it, and it made the game really long and hard. But other than that, I mean, I'm okay. I'm definitely down for some live coaching.
Well, I think it's totally gonna be like your decision. Well, first off, every game in your match history, odds are, is like there's a ton of stuff to learn from VOD review. So like it really just comes down to what you want to do. If you want to get since we have an hour, if you want to get a live coaching game, we can do that. If you have specific games like in your match history where you're like, oh, I wasn't sure what to do here, and like you had actual pain points, then that works too. It's really up to you what you want to do.
I would say the only one that's like on the top of my head for like a recent pain point or something of the matter, with like I said with my last game, trolling my lead, griefing it away. That's like the main concept in that one. Even though I won the game, definitely could have won it a lot sooner and a lot faster and a lot better and died a whole lot less.
Okay. So, did you want me to open that one, or?
I think it might be good to go through.
Okay, yeah, sure. Let's get it. Okay. So it was this Viego one?
Yeah, this 1810 Viego.
Okay, yeah, it looks like you did a lot of work here. Let's see. Oh, were you top lane?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
to Summoner's Rift. 30 seconds until minions spawn.
If you're trying to stream it to Discord, it's not showing it.
You might have to like click.
Oh yeah, I'm clicking the wrong thing. Don't mind me.
Minions have spawned.
You can see it though?
Yeah, I can see it.
Sweet. Alright, here we go. Alright, Kale. What rune does she bring? PTA. Okay. Okay, you have Ignite. You're Viego. You're actually really strong early, so you normally want to get like first few CS and then all in. Okay. So now, now you got the first 3 CS. This is where you want to try to bait her to walk up because she probably doesn't. She's probably never been killed level 1 by Viego. So you try to like back up and like let her walk up,
Okay.
and then you try to cut her off. Let's see. Oh yeah. Okay. So all in now. Yep. Nice. My boy knows what to do already. Yeah. Okay. Look at you starting off not griefing. Holy shit. That was perfect. I don't even have anything else to say. Better to focus the wave here, but oh my goodness. Is she trolling? Okay, now dive. Don't hit her with Q yet. Beautiful. Yeah, it's fine if you die. Well, yeah. So yeah, this definitely is going to be about how to not throw your lead because she just like lost the game. I don't know what the fuck I just had to watch. Okay, good stuff. Hit the cannon. Oh, you can fight her. Yeah, she can't kill you. And you see enemy junglers, so get just all in there. Should stop a recall. When you saw a recall in there, you should just go stop it. Oh, okay, she stopped it for you. Okay, so right here,
Doing
she's.
half the lane work.
So like, do you see how if you walk like this, she dies? Like she can't get away.
Right, because I cut her off. Racetrack.
Yeah. So like that's what you should do here. Oh, I thought you were gonna do it. Yeah, you definitely gotta kill her here. I mean, she's just griefing the whole time. You can hard push and dive her. Like, I'd be happy with that too, but gotta kill her. Okay, so hopefully we're gonna slow push and dive. Is that a Moo? Can 1v2 them. You just gotta kill Kale first. E. Okay. So, this is a great example of one, you like why you need to take advantage of when they're griefing right away. So this Kale should have died, before Mumu even got here. So you should have killed her there. And now for the actual 1v2, how to win it. Most important thing here is that it's like you have to know that there's no chance if you run into your wave that this Amumu's like, I don't think we can kill him, and he runs. Like they're gonna try to fight you because they don't understand that you can win 1v2. So first things first, you run into your wave because that's how you can avoid the Amumu Q, which is stunning you for fucking 1 second, which is a long time, and it does actually a pretty decent amount of damage. So first thing you do is run into the wave. Second thing is you ran over here. This is away from all your minions that are going to do a lot of work for you.
Right.
Second thing is you need to use E earlier. So, because think about this. It's basically, so let's take Kale out of the picture real quick. If you run into your wave and fight that Amumu, an AP champion, who wins 1v1? You or Amumu in your wave?
I win because I'm AD.
Right, you win hard. Like, it's not even close, right? Kale's not even a ranged champ yet. So she would literally have to get into melee range to do, substantial damage. Like, this doesn't do shit. 16. And then, the active damage. And then 68. It's very little. So she has to auto you. So if she comes into auto range, you kill her. So it's basically 1v1. And then if Kale's going to panic and be like, oh, I got to help my Mumu. So she's going to run in. You're going to kill her, get the reset. You see what I'm saying? So, this is actually very, very easy. You just have to go into your wave. That's all.
Right.
Blue team team double kill.
Okay. So unfortunate throw there. Push, push, push. Okay, same thing here. So you see the same mistake happening like over and over where you're just running away from the wave. You can 1v2 them here too. You just have to, because your ignite's up. If without ignite, it's a little hard. But with ignite up and you go into your wave, it's really free. Kale just because Kale has to go into melee range to hit you, so you just kill her. I mean, look at this. You're winning 1v2 without the wave. So imagine, right?
A hard one, yeah. I would have hard one if I was in wave.
Mm-hmm. I mean, look at this. Yeah, Yeah, that's unfortunate. So like, and like the shitty part is, if you play that first one right and they do this and they do these, you 1v2 twice, and now instead of 2 and 3, you're 6 and 0.
Right.
And they'll never touch you again. You'll be getting Merc Treads, Wit's End. They're 5 AP this game. So you literally just go, you could rush Merc Treads, Wit's End, or you can just go Merc Treads into Bork and then Wit's End or whatever. But point is, you will not be killable like the whole game after that. That's why these early levels are just so important, and you snowball properly, especially when you're against someone so weak that scales. You just need to bury them when they grief the way they do.
Okay.
But luckily, this is just an easy fix. You just stand in the wave next time. Just be comfortable in your wave. All that makes sense so far?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I can see it now. I think a little bit of like my movement was a little bit of panic, like knowing I could play that, but like trying to react in a proper sense. I guess.
Yeah.
It kind of, knowing I have strength and able to fight that, but just not doing it in the right way.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, you knew. You just missed that one little piece. Okay, you could do the same thing here though. So she doesn't have flash. If she stays, okay. Tell me, for the love of God, tell me I don't gotta ban you, bro. Tell me you kill her here.
I don't remember.
But let's just.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't remember.
So like, if I'm you walking up here, all I'm looking at is like, does she try to get this last CS? If she does, she dies because you cut her off racetrack.
Right.
Look at her. Look. Oh my! Tell me you kill her, bro. Please. Okay. So at least you tried. That's much better than you just trying to run. But so I want you to look at it. Tell me.
If I would have moved up more before even throwing this Q, I could have just done the W right on top of her, and then I could have just all-ended her, and I would have been on her in the first place rather than this right here.
Because it all comes down to the simple fact that you were cutting her off like this. So like you're going to be right on top of her at a certain point because the way that she's like fucked up. So you just run her down. You don't even have to use W until until you're right on top of her. And then you just charge W and then she dies. So yeah, this was another free kill. Unfortunate. All right, well it's frozen. You can keep it frozen here. Uh-oh. Are you going to freeze? Are you thinking about freezing here?
No, not at all.
Why not? Just didn't think of it, or?
Because you said stop freezing in low elo.
Okay. Yeah, so I didn't say stop freezing, but I know what you're talking about. So stop when I talk about low elo players freezing, I'm talking about they do it all the time. And what I say is freezing is situational, where you only do it when they take bad recalls, or like to deny them while they take a bad recall, or like for a certain lane state. But this is literally the primary reason you ever freeze. This is like the one real reason, the big one, that you would ever freeze. So I get it why you didn't, based off what I say. But yeah, it's like if they ever have to recall without crashing, that's a bad recall. So you just freeze it there until they get back, and then you start slow pushing again and diving.
Okay, gotcha.
Just because they're bleeding the whole time. Okay. Sadly, this is a lot tougher to snowball now because she's going to hit 6. So she's a champ.
Yeah, I think she actually solo kills me here.
Focus this, yes. So you have 422 gold and you're about to crash a big wave and you can't dive her. Like this is a good recall. You just push this in recall.
Okay.
Just because you can't dive her.
what I try to do is bully her here. Yeah. Instead of.
I respect
That's
it.
one thing. That's one thing I struggle with a lot is like what I think might be a good recall timer versus like sometimes the actual good recall timers, and then I miss out, and then I realize I missed out, but it's like the subconscious of knowing, if that makes sense. Like
Yeah.
I know about it, but I'm not like 100% on that concept, so I often, I don't want to say tunnel it, but I often don't think about that concept until after, like, oh man, I should have reset, you know.
Yeah.
Not that long, obviously, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, do you see why? Do you understand why like that was a good recall to take?
Well, there's nothing else I can do here except,
Right.
potentially bully with Q. There's no other reason to be here in lane.
And if you only had like 200 gold, then you wouldn't reset. You'd like, go and like maybe put a deep ward over here, or like go to like proxy the next wave or whatever. But like point is, when you have enough gold and you crash it, you can't like do anything to them. You can just take the reset because 300 gold's enough for something, even if it's just boots. Yo, how come Jad one shot? Spawn, are you seriously still stuck on that? I can't even. It's actually embarrassing, bro. No lie. Okay, so here, this is called forcing. So because of all the mistakes you've made, you're not.
I can't make this play.
Yeah, you can't just like force in her whole wave now. Now if you were snowballing the way you should be, then by all means you could just stomp her here. But she's like ahead of you. You guys are basically even actually, but. She spent 300 more gold. Point is, you're even, meaning you can't just jump into her wave and like this. Yeah, you gotta, because you're gonna tank the whole thing. Especially since she's 6. Oh yeah, no, you can't win this. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah. So you have to just make sure. Like, whenever you're even, like, if there's no real reason that you should stomp them in any situation, you should never be forcing a fight in their entire wave like this. You're not playing Irelia. Irelia is, like, the only champ that could do that. Like, it doesn't matter how good you are. You can be Faker, right? It just doesn't matter, because, like, that's how this game works.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Okay. It's fine to look for her to stop her recall. So here, don't hard push. Just slowly push. Just because you're not going to get it under tower in time anyway. So you might as well just build up a big wave. Okay, Moon's top. You can 1v2 if a Mumu comes. Just because if you build up this slow push. Let's see what happens. Okay, Mumu went to mid. So now it's a whole different story. Now you can look to fight. You just need to make sure you grab your CS, and then if she walks up too far, you can look to fight. Okay. Oh, okay. So you don't want to ignite there. So like this process, this is like a very common process that I could show you through like a ton of replays I have that I have recorded, where it's like you start slow pushing. That's step 1. Step 2 is while you're slow pushing, you wait for them to make a mistake, like overextend, and then that them overextending is going to get you a chunk, like a big chunk of their HP. That's like
and it's going to let me do that to dive them more effectively rather than this necessarily.
Right, you're not trying to kill them here because they're too close to tower to actually just like kill her right now. But you can chunk her, and then you crash the massive wave you stacked up, and then you dive her, and then she loses it all, and then the game, like, then your lane is totally won. That's like how it's supposed to be played. But when you use ignite like this, that's like that's a lot of kill pressure.
A lot of kill potential, yeah.
Yeah. And you lost the cannon doing it. So if you didn't ignite there, this would have been perfect. Look, she'd be like low, and then now you know for sure that you can dive her once you crash this huge wave, right?
Right. I
so
got you.
That would have been perfect. But yeah, definitely don't be like giving up all this CS too. Like make sure if you're focused on the CS, you're gonna have a huge wave here in a sec. Okay, yep, keep pushing. Oh no! And like, see, you not only have you been like just total. It's like you're playing TDM basically. Like you're just ignoring all the minions at the moment, and like this isn't the time to even be paying attention to her because all you're trying to do is crash this and then dive. So you shouldn't use any abilities. Well, no W, no E. You can use Q because that's short, and then because like you need your E and W to dive her. But like this is gonna go away, and I'm not exactly sure. I'm not sure exactly what we're doing here, but yeah, that was like a big opportunity. Like she trolled when you were slow pushing to her. That's like the big mistake all these laners make. Oh my god, no way she just walks into this brush. No way she just waltzes on up here. I mean, this is fine. Because you didn't dive like you should have though, but okay, now it's too late though. Don't. No, it's too late. Oh, you guys are both banned. Like, oh my goodness gracious. Tell me this isn't a duo play. Tell me you guys aren't duo, please.
No,
okay.
I hated this Volibear.
So, like, why is this bad?
We have no minions. I have a minion wave crashing.
Yeah, like I said, TDM type shit, right? Like, trust me, it's impossible to climb in this game if you play like this. Like this is literally like step 1 type stuff where like you cannot play this way. It's inconsistent. It will never work. It's, you know, it's just very low elo-esque type play. And like even getting the kill, not worth it. Oh, now that you died, it's even. Oh, luckily you got executed. Still not worth it. None of that was worth it. Yeah, you gotta get. So basically, any TDM type play, you're gonna feel yourself going into TDM mode. You're ignoring CS, ignoring minions, and just like trying to kill people. You have to like.
I do that a lot with Viego too. Like more so than I think any other champ I've played. Is I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just because he's a really strong skirmisher, so he like fights very well, especially you know as the game goes on. And I definitely notice myself kamikazing a lot.
That's normal.
You know, fighting a lot just because like Viego does a lot of damage. I know I can win fights and I kind of lose focus, I guess.
Yeah, that's normal. It's like, so now all you have to do is like, you have to try to realize you're in that fucking mode, the grief mode, and then stop yourself and be like, okay, I got to dial it back. Like refocus on what I need to focus on.
Should I type asterisk giggles asterisk in all chat before when I stop?
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, she's level 9. She didn't ult, so you can't walk up here. Oh, you have Bork. You actually can. Yeah, you're on a power spike. Okay, yeah, she's dead now. Oh, what the fuck?
I guess I R'd in the wrong spot.
You just didn't need to R at all at that point. So like, because you have Bork, Jesus Christ, this game. Because you have Bork, you're just like shredding her. I swear Bork is bugged, but so she does this. Now all you do is like you walk like this.
Yeah.
She's
I was
dead.
like focused on trying to dodge the R because that's a lot of damage sometimes.
Yeah.
But I think I just like you said, I walked in the wrong way to do it.
Well, it's like the reason why you want to walk like this is because she's dead, so you want to be cutting her off while waiting for her ult to fall.
Yeah, and walking towards her, and instead I'm walking backwards. I'm walking away.
Yeah, and then you jump in anyway, like with her ult still. Yeah, then you walk into the ult anyway.
Why even bother trying to dodge it? I'm just gonna get hit by it.
Yeah.
Like that.
And like you still like should kill her here. But I think you ult really early, and then the game's like bugging. So like you didn't even have to ult to kill her. All you had to you just had to do exactly what I said. Just like see like now she can flash away. If you walked how you're supposed to, she can't even flash away.
Right.
Okay. Okay, so what do we got? You want to rush, like you can, after your first item, you should be rushing Merc Treads because they're 5 AP. So think
Okay,
there's
you're gonna hate me because I didn't build boots until after I finished my next item, and I didn't build mark treads.
what could you have possibly built? Berserker's Greaves?
No, I don't build berserkers. I usually just go not ninja tabby anymore.
Bro, don't tell me you brought armor shoes, please. Don't tell me that.
I did. I absolutely bought armor shoes.
Gilroy. Bro. So obviously, I mean, I'm not even gonna ask you like, well, why did you do it? Because you didn't think about doing it. You just did it. Like you didn't look
Right,
at their team and
right.
be like, I'm gonna build this. You literally just straight up just bought it. Like
Yeah.
you see their 5 AP. Like Kog'Maw does like 60% AP.
Yeah, I didn't. That thought just didn't register. I'm not gonna lie. Like the concept of looking at their team. This game, especially, it didn't register for me. And I bought steel caps or whatever they're called now.
So
Armor boots.
there's like a multiple reasons here too. Not just because they're all AP. Second one is they're top and jungler AP. So having MR on against like that, having a resistance versus both of them is like really strong. Next thing is it's Kale who has no mobility, like dashes, and your Viego who has like one small dash. So movement speed is very powerful here against Kale. That's how you can punish her, especially when she's rushing Berserker's Greaves. On top of all this, the amount of CC on Amumu, Nico, Karma is like, that's a lot of CC. So did you go Tenacity? And you didn't go Tenacity. We're in pain. So like you have no Tenacity when they have all the CC, all this MR. So like those boots have so much value this game, like an insane amount, like an amount that you don't get very often. So yeah, we gotta really make sure you're paying attention to like what like the enemy team comp when you're choosing boots, because they can be really really strong. Okay. Okay, so you should just reset here. Okay, good. Yeah, you could even like went Wits End second too. You could have went Merc Treads Wits End and you'd be unkillable basically. Or like Merc Treads Maw and then Mythic. Just because like you would basically never ever do that except in a game where MR is this insane. Yeah, you can kill her. Okay. Okay. Definitely don't need to flash. You know, she's so dead and you can just walk at her. She's like can't get away. I assume you're going Kraken Slayer this game.
Yeah, it's the only mythic I ever really build on Viego. I
Okay.
don't like the other ones. I don't like how they feel, and I like the damage from Kraken, especially with the sustainability from a Bork Rush.
Yeah.
So I feel like Shield Bow kind of sucks, and I don't like going Divine Thunderer. I'd
Yeah.
rather go Kraken into LDR.
Yeah, I like Kraken too. But so where are we going here though? After you kill her?
I think I take Rift here.
So why is that bad?
Because I should shove out the wave more.
Um.
There's nobody there contesting me.
Yeah. So why should you shove out? Why should you shove this wave?
So that way, it's if Rift goes down bad, there's less they can take advantage of. So let's say they kill me, at Rift. If I have a wave that's shoved up at their turret, they're less likely to get it off, or take my turret from that point on.
Well,
We also don't know anybody. There's nobody on the map, and the only lane that's pushed is bot.
okay. So those are all good thoughts, but it's a lot more simple than that. Why you should push the waves after you killed her?
So it denies her more CS.
Yeah, there you go. It's that simple. Anytime you kill them, you have to shove to the tower because then it denies them all of the CS and it starts coming back to you. So, like, but if you don't, like, watch what's gonna happen to this wave. So she doesn't miss it. She doesn't miss this. She just comes back and collects what she wants. But you can deny everything. You can just deny so much of that, you know. So, and on top of it, not only how much are you denying her, how much you're denying yourself.
Right. Yeah. I think I lose 2 waves.
Yeah, watch. Okay, so you clear this. Let's see how many minions you miss. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
7.
7, 8, 9. An entire cannon wave and 3 more minions. When you could have pushed all that and got Herald. I mean, I would never even do the Herald alone. You'll never see me do it alone. But that's like not even my worry when something so drastic just happened. Where you just straight up didn't push your wave and just denied yourself an entire cannon wave. Like, that's a really, really big deal. That's a lot of experience, a lot of gold. And this like league, it just comes down to all these. That's why you see like high elo players. That's why you see me like griefing to not like to get every wave. I don't like dropping a single wave because it's all the waves adding up. That's what makes you as strong as you are. Luckily you're against Kale, and you know you're fed, so it's not hurting. Well, it's still hurting you. It's just like you can still kill her, but you could just be way more fed in general.
I could be even stronger.
Hi, Sam. Okay, this is fine. Shouldn't kill her here. You should just I mean, you don't have ult. You have 3,000 to gold. Shouldn't really try to kill her. It's like, oh my god, she's still... What is she building to not have her item? I don't understand. Huh. Okay, so yeah, I wouldn't do any of this. Just because every time you overstay with that much gold, I mean, so let's see how much gold you have. So you have 3,000, and you have 8,000 total. She has 5,600 total, she has 700, so like, look how close you are in spent gold with her because you haven't recalled. You're like almost even. So that just gives them chances to like get back in the game, especially like this game. It's not as apparent. Like you're not getting punished because it's Kale. But like if you're against someone who actually can fight you, like a Renekton or you know some kind of bruiser, especially, that's how you throw. But you should like this concept apply to any game, even this game. It was still something you shouldn't have done. Okay, still haven't recalled. Holy shit. Okay, tell me you recall now. God bless. All right, so 3,500. All right. It's gonna pay me to see the. Oh, it hurts my soul. Okay. Yeah, so I just want you to see here. Look how fed you are, and look how bad you're playing.
Right.
You're playing, you know, I'm going to be frank with you because it's for your own good. You're playing really, really, really bad. So, like, imagine when you take these things I'm teaching you right now, and you apply it, how hard you're going to stomp these motherfuckers, right? You're just going to destroy them. So, just keep that in mind. That should be like the motivation for when you play to like be, you know, try to play these are all fundamentals, like fundamentally sound, not forcing without minions. Make sure we're not just fighting all the time without, like, you want to be contesting their CS, making sure you get your CS, recalling properly, you know, not staying with fucking 3,000 gold, buying the right items. You're just gonna 1v9 in any game. Okay, so imagine you have fucking Merc Treads here. Oh shit. Okay, so let's just talk about, first of all, I just wanted to let the fight play out. You shouldn't even be here in the first place. Because why? So we just talked about all this. Why shouldn't you be here?
There's no point. This is not like there's nothing we gain out of this.
What should you be doing?
Pushing top or pushing mid.
You're already learning. Look at that. Easy. You could even take your Volibear's red. That would have been fine too. And then go push up. What's up, Adrian? How's it going, bro? So yeah. Like this is again, like this is the, you know, this is TDM mode. So basically your main goal when you're playing, because it almost will fix all your issues. It's like catch yourself in TDM mode and dial it back and refocus on what you need to focus on. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Yeah.
That'll take you really far. Okay, so yeah, that was a big throw.
Red team double kill.
If you built Bork into Maw into Merc Treads, you'd just be unkillable by the. You could 1v3 them the whole game. Okay, so still haven't pushed anything. Kind of just TDM mode. Okay. Okay, so this is actually a great thing to talk about. Like, so you doing this, like you came down here and you got a triple kill. Was it the right play?
No.
It was an okay play. It wasn't the worst.
It stopped tier 1 mid from dropping potentially.
Well, this is the play that's not good. Is this right here? Like starting at wolves isn't good in the first place. This is like jungle camps are always last resort. You don't have time for this right now. Like you have like 3. You literally could go to any of the 3 lanes right now. It'd be fine, especially in this elo. But not jungle camp is when you've pushed. You can't push any further because it's too dangerous. You don't have a recall to take. No objectives to do. Nothing. Like that is when you do jungle camps. So. Yeah, that was the what I didn't like. Now going to this mid fight is like, okay, it's fine. You got a good flank. The main thing is like don't get too hung up on like results based analysis. We're like, oh, I got 3 kills. That means this was the right play. You know what I mean?
Right. No, I got you. And you talk about that a lot. So.
Okay, you guys could just bear in here if you pinged your teammates to go to it. You should, but oh boy, we are okay. Not afraid of nothing. Okay. Okay. Overstaying a bit here. Woo! So, back in TDM mode. Throwing everything down the drain. Like, you need to understand there's a process, basically. It's a process that you can follow. Like a structure. With every game you play, it's like, okay, you just came out of base, you spent all your gold, you go to a lane, you push it, you end up fighting something, and then after that fight, it like you normally can only take like 1 tower, and unless it's like 40 minutes in or 30 minutes in, you only take 1 tower and then you reset every time. You should never be fighting twice without resetting. So when you talk about, like you said, we wanted to open this up to see like why you couldn't snowball as hard as you wanted, and like what happened in the mid game and all that. Like this is one of the biggest issues right here. It's like you're fighting multiple times without resetting. Because like think about it, every time you don't reset, you're just giving them a like gap, like
Catch back up.
right, where you're not as strong as you should be because you didn't spend the gold yet.
Gotcha.
You want to make sure you're like at full strength at all times, so it's as hard as possible for them to kill you and for them to catch up. Because like how many CS do we have? Yeah, like just really low numbers because you haven't pushed a wave in like a year. You're basically playing at like you're a jungler, but you're not. You need to be pushing waves. TDM mode. And we're dead again. Every time you die, when you're ahead, even if you're not a shutdown, every time you die when you're ahead, you're throwing because they just get more time to skip. I mean, it's Cog Kale. Luckily, it's Pislo, so like it doesn't matter if you give them 6 items. You know, it's not really gonna do much, but the concept I'm sure makes total sense. Where like
Right, they just turbo scale, and I'm just helping speed that along.
Remember in this game in League, it is literally not about making big plays like ever. You never have to make big plays. It is literally about being consistent and not consistent low risk plays. That is how you climb like fast. So if you're fundamentally sound and don't throw games making like big play, like doing shit like this, the games are so much easier than you think. But that's why this game went 36 minutes for sure. You could end this one on your own. Okay, did you pick? Oh, I was gonna be proud if you're the one who pinged the Baron. Okay, can you solo this? No fucking way. I refuse to believe it.
I think if I had Death Stance, I could actually. I've done it before, but I don't think I have the life.
Okay, we're gonna run in here and fucking int again. Oh no. Oh! Nice, you got the reset. That makes this winnable. Jesus Christ, Viego. So, I don't even think I have to tell you how... Like, I respect trying to solo the Baron if you can. Now, you couldn't come close, so, like, that's fine. But, like, going in there is fucking trolling, and your champ really, you know, carried you.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. And it's like, your champ carrying you and them just being really, really incompetent. Like, they still should have killed you, but... Yeah. And the fact that you have no MR yet, like you have another armor, it physically hurts my soul. Like seriously. You see this, right? Like 5 AP and you have 2 armor items. Oh, it hurts. Okay. So, you should go take your red and then push top lane. Remember, Baron is to push waves. Okay, I think you're going top just to kill Kale. This is fine, I guess. It's still a little dangerous, but it's fine. Okay, push the wave. Keep pushing. Good. Nice. Push, 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 push. You guys should end the game here. I'm confused. Hit the tower. Hit the tower. You just walk over and hit so, okay. So, well, so I was going to say, you can't just walk over the tower because they should never be able to even come close to killing you. But I have to keep reminding myself that you have gold invested into armor, so, like, you're not as strong as, like, you can be. I still think you should be able to just waltz on up and hit the tower because you only need to hit it, like, 2 or 3 times. Like, think about this. Who wins 3v3 here? These 3 ding-dongs or you 3 ding-dongs?
My 3 ding-dongs.
Right, you guys win hard. Like, it's not even close. So just walk up and hit the tower. If he jumps in, he's going to be jumping in as you're killing it. So, like, they're starting a fight that they lose.
Right. They have no way to protect it.
So, yeah, you should just be hitting the tower. Jesus. Oh, boy. Okay. Well, should have got the inhib there. Okay. Definitely... Oh boy, Kale's. So, yeah, this was all pretty, like, again, what's Baron for? Pushing waves. You were doing it.
Actually for defensive stats?
Yeah, I mean, you were doing it. You were pushing, and then you ran into the jungle and went back into TDM mode. So, see, back to TDM mode. Gotta dial it back in, focus on what you need to focus on. Because in like a, you know, in a higher, when you go against players that aren't, you know, giga incompetent like this, you're gonna, this is how you really throw when you're going against scaling teams, especially. So, because at a certain point, Kale just has to fucking right click people. What is a ding dong?
With my next purchase.
Wits End? What is a ding dong? Spawn, you are.
Protect you as well.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Okay, so now you're pushing mid lane. That's the only lane you shouldn't be pushing right now because it's the lane you have an inhib.
Right.
So just TDM, still TDM stuff. Oh boy. Okay. Oh shit. Okay. Legolas from downtown. So much damage, it's insane. Oh, nice, you did get Wit's End. God fucking bless. Jesus. No, I do get bored on Kale. I was just spamming Kale mid because it was like a race to Masters thing. I didn't get my first loss till like D3. Okay. I mean, we've already covered like really the most important things, but we'll see if anything else pops up. Yep, last inhib. So your build this game would have been like besides the Maul and the Merc Treads and the Wit's End, even QSS would have been great. Just the more MR.
QSS. I start building Baw next. I proc the lifeline on it, then I sell it for an hourglass and use that to win.
You sell for an hourglass or a stopwatch?
A stopwatch.
Okay. So, like, are they actually gonna get Baron? Because that can like actually give them a chance to win. So this is where like the throws are really starting to. So normally, you lose here. Normally, when they have inhibs down, but they get Baron, you normally just straight up lose, especially in like a higher game because now you can't end, and they can just farm supers the whole time.
Right.
Blackbird, thanks for the 5 months.
So I have my lifeline.
Team double kill.
So I'm surprised you guys even win after that, but I mean I guess it is like TDM elo,
Red team.
so it's just a bunch of fighting. Yeah, like they're not gonna fucking farm the supers. They're gonna run out here and press their buttons and fight because they're not playing to play macro. Okay, that was actually a good stopwatch. Yeah, they actually. Yeah, so luckily, you know, they didn't farm the supers and they just ran out and fucking died. But still, you guys still no one's pushing any waves. God damn it, where are you? Okay. Oh yeah, you guys can just end the game here. Okay, so what did we learn here?
That the TDM mode's too strong.
Mm-hmm. Or my Discord freeze? Of course it did.
Majority of the issues, a lot of like that, but no, you just stopped streaming.
My Discord froze.
Hog.
But so I missed everything you said in the last like ever since I said what did we learn here? So what did we learn from there?
Basically, if I can catch myself in, you know, the perma fight, perma kill, you know, unga bunga, you know, mode, if I can catch myself out of that and focus on the smaller things like pushing before going unga bunga, and things like that, then I don't troll the leads and things that I get from there. Obviously, something as basic as looking at team comp because I didn't build a MR item until 4th.
Mm-hmm.
That's super basic, but something I just didn't do this game. The main concept was just too much running in and trying to fight, even when it wasn't like.
There's just no reason, right?
Right, there wasn't a thing for it.
So yeah, so like in lane, and then when it came to the ganks, you know, using your wave.
Right.
That could have just made you 6-0, you know. Understanding that like the process, the structure of the mid game, you know, push, push, fight, recall, push, fight, recall. You shouldn't be fighting. If you ever find yourself fighting twice, if you ever find yourself fighting randomly without pushing first, normally that's you definitely fucked up macro somewhere and you're just playing TDM. If you ever find yourself fighting twice without resetting, definitely fucked up somewhere. If you just realize like, wait, I haven't pushed a wave in a while, your macro went back to TDM like shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Luckily, here's the bright side of all of this. These are the easiest things to change. Literally, these are the easiest fixes in the game. Like, there's nothing that really gets easier. It's no mechanics required, really. Like, we went over some small mechanical stuff, like cutting her off before using your skill shots and stuff. But,
Right.
Other than that, like, it's just, like, this is all just easy shit. Literally, it's just decision making stuff that's not like anything too like hard or difficult. It's just, you know, basics. So you fix that, and I mean, look what you just did without doing any of that stuff. So
Right.
Okay. Since we have a little bit of time left,
Yeah.
what is there any like quick things that you want me to look at in your match history, scenarios, like quick lanes, anything? Because we got about like 10-15 minutes.
If you scroll down a little bit, there's a 19-9 Graves game I lost.
Okay.
And I think it was just some decision making in the late, but I'm not positive.
It's probably, I mean, no matter 100%, it's a mix. It's going to be from start to finish. Probably a lot of the same stuff we saw. And the way this game works is like pretty much everything in the first 10 minutes is the most important stuff, and that's like what led to like everything else. But we can still look at like situation by situation. We can look at the situational things that you're thinking of.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. 30 seconds until minions spawn.
What is this skin?
Has spawned.
What is this?
It's the EDG skin.
Ah. I've never seen this. Has anyone else seen it? Has anyone ever seen this skin? Okay, so what? Nice. So what exactly are we looking at in this game? The like later game stuff?
Yeah, I like the later game because I stomped laning phase pretty hard.
Mm-hmm.
Because Graves is a champion that takes very little IQ, plays himself.
Yeah.
But I was like turbo fed, and I didn't carry.
Wait, you lost this game?
I lost this game.
Oh, they have a really fed cog actually. Cog Sona too. So scaling. So this game, probably the exact same thing. Like this game, probably this literally the same issues of just not playing fundamentally sound. I mean, let's just see this death. Let's see what happened. Okay, starts here. You're pushing side lane. Are you fed? Yeah, you're very fed. Pushing side lane. We see 2. We only see 2 right now. Okay, 3. Wait, no. Yeah, 3. Kha'Zix in the brush. Okay, so you should kill the... Okay, yeah, so definitely panicked like really hard there when you didn't have to. There's no way this guy can like ever kill you. So like when you see him, you shouldn't be throwing Qs when he's invisible. Like you want to be just kiting and basically making sure he's on a wall, or like
Right, so that way I get the snap back right away.
yeah. It's like you do this. I mean, this is just straight up missing. I think he runs back into it. This fucking dog. Oh my god.
Yeah, so that's my Q, my W that I throw down, and then I throw the Q right there.
Yeah, he's a griefer.
And then I grief my ult completely, and still just auto him for half his health.
Yeah, I think you just killed that guy with like 2 autos. Oh no, he ran back into your Q. So yeah, 2 autos in Q. Okay, so you got that kill. Okay, so now we used the ult. We got the kill. We're half HP. So we fought. Oh, we pushed. So it's that structure. We pushed. We fought. We don't got shit anymore. So now you reset. Or since a fight's happening over here and you just got to pick, you could also just like basically you can't do anything here. So that you could go take blue.
Just rotate mid, yeah, or like take
or
blue,
rotate mid. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but like you don't stay here. You can't do anything to this guy. He should kill you every time. Like again, it's just giving him a chance. Oh, you psychopath. So when it comes to like we were just talking about the last game, like you're just handing over a shutdown. Like there's no purpose here. You're just fighting him to fight him. You're just TDM. This is huge throw. Big reason why you lost right there. We can check another death. Let's go to the next one. Oh, triple kill coming. Okay. Okay. You should go straight to Baron. Oh, never mind. Your jungler died. Look at this guy. Hello, sir. God damn it. No way this guy is trying to steal the content. Alright, I respect that flash. That was good. But then... And then you immediately disappoint me. Okay, but we've learned. We learned from the last VOD. So what should you do here?
So I can push mid, I can push bot. I was closer to bot, so I can push bot. Our position, we weren't really in a position to go Baron at that point, but we did just kill Kha'Zix, so we could have
you push
drag while I pushed the lane and then immediately gone up there.
So yeah, you push mid.
Because I already fought a bunch, so could have based there too. There's a couple different options, but basing after pushing probably was the best since Evelyn was still in.
Well, if you killed anyone other than Kha'Zix, then that would be the play. Push mid and then base. But because you just killed Kha'Zix, like 40-second death timer, and now your jungler's alive, you just push mid, you ping Baron, you go to Baron.
Okay.
If TF steals it with his smite, then fuck me. But yeah.
The little 450.
So here, grief macro, because like this is already pushing. Baron is the important objective on the map. So you don't go bot, you go to Baron. You're fed enough. If you were not fed enough to carry a fight or something, then you could go split push instead. But because you're fed enough to carry a fight and Baron's the most important objective in the game and they have people dead, like you just go right down mid here. Like this is already going to be pushing out. So you just go right down mid. Because like shit's going to happen down mid. And here it comes, as expected. If you're here, you can just kill everybody. Is this TF? No way he just like came around this corner. Like, is he even watching his character?
You watch that kill. It's so funny. I know we're not TDM, but it's really funny.
What the hell did I just watch? Do you want to be in this elo, bro? With this guy? No. Jesus Christ, look what we're watching today. Look at this gameplay. What the fuck was that? Was he even... He picked a card, so he was there. He wasn't AFK.
And he was blinded immediately, and then I was right there where he probably could have seen me, I think. I was in my own W, and he just died instantly instead of auto-aim.
Holy shit. So yeah. I mean, you're like getting stuff here. Still not the right play, of course. Oh boy. Okay. Okay, so... Huge throw, because 800 gold to Kha'Zix when you guys like are all pretty squishy. He can just one-shot people. Cog's still scaling. So like like I said, every time you die, even without a shutdown, when you're ahead like this.
Still just feeding.
Yeah, so like that's even worse. Because like what you need to end the game right now is the Baron. That's what it's for, and that's why it's so important to play around it. And if they get it when you're winning, if they get Baron when you're winning, it is so hard to win. And they just got it. So. And like it's so hard to see here. This is why like this game can be hard for people, because it's very hard to see here that it's your fault that they got this Baron. Like that you should have got it way before this, because the mistake was way back when you went from base to bot, when you should have went from base to mid, or even before then when you killed Kha'Zix and should have went to Baron. You see what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So like this is exactly why you lost. Like you were fed enough and you were getting kills. And that, like I said, that flash to kill Kha'Zix here was great. I respect that flash. That was really good. Because it's because their jungler and Baron's up. So otherwise, like it's not like that flash isn't as worth. But because you're killing their jungler.
If I don't get Baron, yeah.
Yeah. So like
that the follow through on the play that has potential to be an 8 out of 10 versus, well, you killed them, but you didn't do anything because of it.
Right, and now they have a 230 CS fed Cog with, like, Cog just has to right click. You know, like he has Sona behind him as well, so like he's just gonna right click and shred everything. It's very tough when you don't have Baron to end games. When they have like scaling teams like this, like they're just gonna it's gonna be really really hard here. Especially in low elo. That's the thing in low elo. It's like when you do stuff like this, you want to make it like you don't want to have to rely on your teammates at all, right? Oh yeah, okay. And you just got a random. Yeah, you're fucked. So if you ever see this where you're fed, and then you threw a few times, and you notice the enemy ADC, the fed one, is a level up on you, you know you're fucked. Like that's how I know I'm fucked. I know we lose when that shit happens, because that means we threw too much, and it's gonna be really, really, really hard to kill him. So yeah, probably won't go too much further. Let's see what happens next fight. You guys should just get rolled in every fight at this point. We'll see what happens. Yep, here we go. Okay, so you see what I'm saying here. Like, he's just fucking melting all of you. Like,
right.
Yeah. He didn't auto? And like, see, they don't have any hands, but it doesn't matter. He's a scaled cog. He's just right clicking. Yeah. So this game's over, and we see exactly why. We see exactly why we lost.
Gotcha.
Oh, was I sharing screen?
No, I've just been watching the stream.
Bro, tell me next time, please. I'm brain dead.
It wasn't that delayed or anything like that. It was fine. You know,
Oh, okay.
It got the point across.
Okay, cool. But yeah, next time just tell me, because like I'm brain dead and I forgot that I took it off. Okay, so like I said, best part about all this is that's all fucking free ass easy shit to change. Just doing stuff
Right.
with a purpose. Stop playing TDM. Stop throwing your shutdowns. Like, treat your shutdowns with like care. They're a big deal. The Riot's made so many fucking comeback mechanics. Like, that's why it's there, to throw games like that. So don't give free shutdowns. And all the stuff we talked about. Both games were basically the same thing. So.
Right. Okay. Well, that makes perfect sense. I think that fixes like 90% of like the struggles I have in games.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of games I do really well on. I mean, obviously I die a lot, but that's whatever. But there's a lot of games that I do really well on, but I lack the ability to carry after a certain stair point, and it's probably just because of that same concept in a lot of the games.
Yeah. So what's before we wrap it up? So what's the structure? 3 steps. What are the 3 steps?
It's push, fight, and then back.
Right. Push, fight, reset. Or you can even add another one there. Push, fight. If you can take an objective, take one. Reset. Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. Just don't skip that first step. Push, push,
The
push.
objective is a second fight, right?
Yeah. So, I know you know what I'm saying. So,
Yeah.
I think we got the point across, and I think you got it. So apply that shit, try it out, see what happens. Message me if things go wrong, and you know, hit me with questions. You can always do that.
Okay.
And yeah, everything makes sense. We good to go?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then good luck, and you have a good night, bro.
Okay, I appreciate.
Peace.